Last week I had the opportunity to be on a panel for SIM, the Society for Information Management, and the topic was preparing for advancement. And one of the things I wanted to stress is when you're being interviewed, it's most appropriate for you also to interview the people that are interviewing you. You need to ask those questions because you're trying to decide on if this is a job for you or that's what you should be doing. Is the culture right for you? After the session was over, a friend came up to me and said, what is the one thing that you would ask an interviewer to find out about their culture? I thought that was a great question. I said, give me some time, I need to think about that. So of course I came up with about a dozen things, but for you I'm going to talk about the top 5 to me, but I'm also going to ask you at the end, what's your most important question? So be thinking about that. So the first thing I would ask is, what's your company purpose beyond money? And today, most people are interested in a purpose beyond the bottom line. Companies like Whole Foods have talked over and over again like that, and we've joined groups like Beyond Profit and Conscious Capitalism. The second question is, do you hold people accountable or look for accountable people? And I think that's kind of tricky, but if they were to answer that question sincerely, it's, how much do they focus during the job of a person on their accountability? Is it all about performance standards? Is it all about holding them accountable? Or do you really try to find people during the interview that you feel like are accountable people that can do a lot of the job on their own? Number 3, if I make a mistake that costs the business, what happens to me? So there I think it's, do they accept failing? Do they accept failing fast? Do they move forward? Do they give you advice? Or do they actually reprimand or take other action? Now probably in an interview they're not going to tell you the worst case, but you really want to know what their culture is around decision making, failing, making mistakes. Even if it's a cost, do they see it as learning? Number 4, how fast can a decision be made once a big opportunity is identified? I like to say, are you a ready, fire, aim company? Are you a company that is ready, aim, ready, aim, and then eventually making a decision? To me, that's a really important thing because I personally like to make decisions fast. If I have enough information, I like to move forward. And finally, how and when is feedback given? Is it formal or informal? Do they wait for your quarterly or annual review to find fault or good things about you? Or is it a steady, informal conversation, want to support you type of culture? So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is the one question that you would ask an interviewer to learn about culture, for what it's worth?